their funds, or Esau take it away from them. Okay? Like they were going after Oprah because she going after Russell Simmons and Michael Jackson. And 50 Cent is basically saying, not that he was sticking up for Russell Simmons a thing, but he was basically saying, why don't you go after Harvey Weinstein, which she's friends with? Why don't you go after these Edomites that's doing the same thing? Because why? If Oprah go after her slave master, what's going to happen, man?
She's
going to lose all her funds, man. It's easier to pick on your own people. That's easy. She'll get away with that. She come up against the so-called Jew Harvey Weinstein and go really deep into the things that he do. Her $2 billion empire, she'll lose it, man. Just like the scripture says.
Labor not to be rich, man.
Labor not to be rich. Okay?
All of this, everything in this world is temporary. All that fame and fortune in this world is temporary.
Temporary, man.
Like 6ix9ine situation, he was only famous for like a year, literally 1 year. Now he's gone. Like he's popping October 2017, in jail November 2018.
And he thought everybody thought he was gonna get out in. But that'll show you how corrupt how you go from 47 years to 2 years, man. Let's show you Esau ain't no just man, man. See, and it shows you it's who you know, man. Who you know will be a snitch.
Basically,
yeah.
Basically, how many years is that? He's basically doing like 3 years, right?
2 years, yeah.
2 years, because he's doing 2 years, but he already was in there for like a year.
Yeah, I think 2 more years, yeah. And they said he was still depressed.
Mm-hmm.
How you still depressed, man? Your ass should stay in there, man. But you all gonna stay in there and eat that missile, man. Right? Get passed around. Because he's full of shit, man. You see what I'm saying? You did all that man of evil. How you do that? That's dishonorable. If you do your wrong, you gotta pay for it. That's what, matter of fact, as Job 4:7 says that. How you do all that man of evil, send this guy after this dude, that dude, right? And then you get hit. And then you know what? You're gonna start blaming everybody else just to save yourself. You a piece of shit, man. Okay? Alright?
Job chapter 4 verse 7. Remember, I praise you, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off, even as I have seen they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
You're supposed to reap the same, man. So whatever your man's got, you're supposed to have gotten, man, because you're just as guilty, man. Okay? Okay, that's dishonorable what that guy did, man, because he's nothing but a piece of shit, man. All that brapping and rainbow color hair. All these, to show you, all these are not the men you're supposed to even look up to, man. Okay, and let that be a lesson to you other Jakes out there, man. These celebrities, these guys are not leaders, man. They don't care about you, man. Bill Cosby, his old ass, he locked up. He didn't care about you either, man. He was up there in Esau's world, man. And he got bit by the serpent, okay? That's what happens, man. That's what scripture said. Was Ecclesiasticus 9 and 12? We all over the place today, but it's wherever the Spirit leads us. You know, we always get on the topic, different topics, whether it's the economy, whether it's war, okay? Whether it's getting on the entertainment world, wicked ass niggas, whatever the case is, man. Cover all topics, whether it's history, what's going on these holidays, whatever the case is, man. All right, the scripture says, don't be ignorant of anything small or great. What you got?
Ecclesiasticus 9 and 12. Delight not in the thing that ungodly have pleasure in, but remember they shall not go unpunished until their grave.
There you go. So all these guys that's living it up now, they not gonna go unpunished, man. Yahawah Shemel Shah got something special for all them guys, man. Okay? All right, he got something special for all of them. And what it is right now, their master's turning on him, man. Okay? Because Esau is all about himself, man. Okay, you're not a part of his plan, man. And more you guys gonna get locked up, man. And more your secrets gonna come out. I'm sure you couldn't tell Bill Cosby that, man, back in the day, because he was proud, man. You see? Look at that. It's old, 80-something years old, man. Locked up for 10 years, man. So he's supposed to get out when he's 91? And this guy had, what, almost $1 billion in his bank account, right? So his riches make themselves, what, wings. You see? That's what happens, man. That's what you shouldn't strive for those things.
People say, what shall a man gain? What shall a man profit if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul?
Lose his own soul, man.
There's a lot of things that these people in the industry gotta do for paying a fortune. You know what I mean? Whole bunch of wicked ass rituals they gotta go through. Homosexual rituals, Nietzsche rituals, a whole bunch of things just to be getting that limelight for like a short amount of time.
Like this guy, what's another guy now? The Baby, that's his nigga name?
The Baby, yeah.
His father died, right? Come on, man.
His father died the same day he was number one. Like he said he got a call that he went number one, but he had to call that his dad died.
Yeah, okay. Niggas is wicked as hell, man.
But then he already had a song made about his dad and all that.
Yeah. Because that's how it works. The guy broke it down. He said only way you could truly show me that you're down with your brotherhood is, brother, we need the closest person to you. They were like, what time your mom get off work? Whatever the case is. Then they tell him, boom. They announce it on Facebook. Oh, my mom is dead. Instagram, whatever the case is. He said the next day, $20 million show up in your bank account. You see? But it just don't stop there. They have to keep going. And that's what you see, especially these Jakes. They deteriorate, man. Mm-hmm. They go more and more depressed. That limelight, that glow that they had, you start seeing it, man. They're more into drugs. They have tattoos everywhere. You see what I'm saying? They start acting out more. You see? Because why? You sold your soul. That's your spirit cursing you out, man. All right? Because as Israelites, we're supposed to shine, man. You see? But you gave that shine away, man. You gave that glow away. Now you're taking a part of Esau's blessing, man. Because these devils, there's nothing but Esau's the real black man, man. There's no light in him, man. Should we say he's the devil, man? Okay?
He's a deceiver.
Yeah, the Rothschilds, they could do all kind of blood rituals and eat children and wake up the next day like it's nothing, because that's what if an Israelite do that, eventually it's going to start playing on his mind, man. You see? You see that? Jake, you can't do what they do, man, because they're the wicked, man. Should we say he's the border of wickedness, man? All right? That's what we read that was you read it one more time? Yeah, about the oppressor. No, envy not the ways of sinners. Yeah.
Envy not the oppressor?
Was it Ecclesiastes 9 and 12? Yeah. And there's another one in Proverbs 3:31. Should I read that?
Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. Like I'm sorry, 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end.
And what's Esau's end? Total annihilation, man. That's why, was it Proverbs 3:31? That's the scripture I want to hear. Proverbs 3:31. People getting that Babylonian tree ready. Alright? Some folly ass holiday. And then we're gonna go. I'm gonna do a video on that. We could go on. When you're not even into it, I forgot it's this week, man. It's just because I seen that tree started. Because we're not into that, man. You're supposed to keep Hanukkah, man. Okay? The rededication of the temple, man. And we were talking about Judas Maccabees. Judas Maccabees had tons of faith, man. Okay? Always gave glory to the Most High because in all those battles he had against Siron, Apollianos, Nicania, Gorgias, Lysias. You have to fight a lot of generals and commanders. Israel was always outnumbered. And his men are always asking, but how can we get this done, man? And he said, listen, it's nothing for the Most High, man, to shut up many in the hands of few, man. Okay? Victory comes from the heavens, man. He knows that, man. He understood that, man. Alright? So Judas Maccabees, man. What you got? Proverbs 3:31?
Proverbs 3:31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
There you go. So that cuts them guys, man. It cuts all you guys, man. Envy not the oppressor. Okay? Because they saw what he got. So now they chose his ways, man. And they don't know his latter end, man.
Total annihilation.
Yeah. True says the wicked, was it Job 18:21? No, when you're ready, it said. See, you're supposed to be separate. That's what the Most High said. He severed us from other people, man. Okay? So don't look at the wicked and how they prosper and envy that, man. See? And that's our people. They covetous, man. That's what the Bible calls being what? Covetous. They desire what other people have, man. So that's when they become thieves. That's when they become gangbangers. That's when they sell their soul, because you covetous, man. Instead of patiently waiting, the Most High was going to give it to you anyway, man. Alright? That's what we said. Look at Solomon. He didn't have to do nothing. The Most High gave it to him, man. Okay? What you got?
Job 8 and
Huh?
So you want to Job, right? 8th chapter?
I can't remember what I said just now. That was the spirit, yeah.
It's like I'm outside.
Cause I know I just said, was it Proverbs 3:31?
Proverbs 3:31.
Yeah, choose none of it.
Job 8 and
No, I can't remember saying Job 8. It'll come back. It'll come back. I can't remember what I said just now either. That was just a spirit, yeah.
we read Job 8 and 20, I believe. So,
Oh yeah, Job 18:21. That was the scripture, yeah.
18 and 20.
Yeah. Yeah, the spirit, man. So you in the spirit, scriptures just come and go out your mind.
Job 18 and 21. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High.
Con, go ahead. What else it says?
Then Job answered and said, how long will ye vex my soul and break me in pieces with words? These 10 times have ye reproached me. Ye are not ashamed that ye make yourselves strange to me.
What's verse 18 says? Job 18:18.
He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world.
Con, that's the scripture, yeah.
That's what's going to happen to Esau.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen to him, man. Yup.
Now people want to choose his ways and be like him, not knowing that's latter end.
That's his latter end, man. Scripture said he shall be chased out of the world, boy. And that's happening. That's starting right now. That's where your kingdom divided, man. Okay? You got Congress, Republicans versus Democrats, the government versus shadow government. All right? You're divided, man. And it's all due to this word, man. Okay? It's all due to this word, man. The Most High is moving based off us, man. Like we said, the quicker the 144 wake up and the 1/3, the quicker this place is out of here, man. All right? And we see the power structures is falling, man. So we just got to keep doing what we doing, man. Our scripture says with Psalm 55:22, it's going to bring out some scriptures on trusting in Yahawah by Shemi Al-Shah, man.
Psalm 55 verse 22, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But thou, O power, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live. I will have their days, but I will trust in thee.
Yeah, and who is he talking about? He's talking about the Edomites, because read verse 11.
Verse 11. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. For it was not an enemy that reproached me, then I could have borne it. Neither was it he that hated me, that did magnify himself against me. Then I would have hid myself from him. But it was thou, a man mine equal, my God, and mine acquaintance.
What did he say, verse 11, the words of his mouth?
Oh, that's 21, Slakia.
Yeah, something about, yeah.
The 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart.
A war was in his heart, man. See, that's going into Esau, man. You see? Let's see how about you. See, that's going into him, because why? He just did that to Gad.
Yeah.
You see? That's scripture always asks, was not Jacob Esau's brother? Why did he do that, man? Because the scripture says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was always in his heart or his mind. That's the scripture says, never trust thy enemy, man. Okay? In fact, there's a beautiful prayer Judith said. I think it's Judith chapter 9. It's still going?
Can't.
Because when it get cold, things shut off. And it is cold, man. See?
Honey in my hands.
IUIC, them other clown groups, they don't be going out. General Yahawah, right? Another clown. He don't be going out. I think his men go out. Right? He just sitting down all comfortable, man. Alright? Talking all kind of bullshit in front of these reporters, man. We should be cursing their ass out with these scriptures, man. Okay? Trying to make peace with them, man. Ain't no time for peace for none of them, man. They come up, man. You supposed to say, yo, brother Reed, get that. Bam. Nope, we ain't no terrorists. We ain't doing none of that. Yahawah Shemiel Shah gonna bring y'all down, man. Why? Because you rape, rob, and murder, man. Lies, deceit. How you got this land is how his place gonna go out, man. Thus saith the Lord. Thus saith the Bible. The Jewish elite on high are afraid. They're scared. That's why they send them these terrorist attacks, these crisis actors, these psyops. And Yahawah Shemiel Shah see through all of that, man. They're supposed to be bringing out precepts, cutting that reporter. That's what he should have been doing. He did tap-toeing, and you had you always hear the you always teach like he vibrant and he full of life. He put on this show when the devil right in front of him, he cower, man. Like, come on, man. Talking about ISUPK, no coward. You guys are cowards, man. That scripture says, make not thyself an underling to a foolish man, man. That's a foolish man right there, man. Alright? I remember he came out with some order years ago. All camps supposed to come underneath him. Who want to be underneath a guy like that, man? Alright? You're supposed to be bringing out these precepts, man. But what it is, you sold out. You underneath a charter. And you can't speak out against certain things. Okay? You should have... why didn't it bring out that was a whole crisis act, man? Because he knows Esau would take away that charter, man. If he was to bring that out to the news reporters, those are crisis actors. That was just a false flag, like many other shootings this year. False flag because they got a political agenda to disarm people and to align us with terrorism. Esau would say, oh, really? Okay, we're going to take away that tax exemption status, man. See, but he trusted money over the Most High. What you got?
Judith, the 9th chapter.
Cut.
Judith, the 9th chapter. Then Judith fell upon her face and put ashes upon her head.
She was a Simeonite. And she was supposed to be so beautiful that men was actually fighting a war and they actually stopped to look at her beauty. And because of her beauty and her being deceptive, she chopped off the general's head, man. Holy Furnace. And brought it back to the city to raise the morale of the men. Because they were frightened, man. She had no faith in them, man. You got bed?
Then Judith fell upon her face and put ashes upon her head and uncovered the sackcloth with which she was clothed. And about the time that the incense of that evening was offered in Jerusalem in the house of the Lord, Judith cried with a loud voice and said, O Yahawah Shemiel Shah, power of my father Simeon, to whom thou gavest a sword to take vengeance of the strangers, to loosen the girdle of a maid to devour her, and dishonor the thigh to her shame.
Oh, he done but a demon, man. How fast you expect to go with all that traffic, jackass, man?
Oh, just like Santa Claus, man.
Bunch of idiots, man. Go ahead.
Slakia, and polluted her virginity to her approach. For thou saidest, it shall not be so, and yet they did so. Wherefore thou gavest their rulers to be slain, so that they dyed their bed in blood, being deceived, and smotest the servants with their lords, and the lords upon their thrones.
What verse
and
you at?
given their wives,
What verse you at?
It's like, I'm at 4.
Alright, you read on down, let me hear.
And has given their wives for a prey, and their daughters to be captives.
Yeah, because that's what happened in every war, man. Right? The victor takes all the spoil. Winner takes all, including your women. Okay? Go ahead.
And all their spoils to be divided among their dear children, which were moved with the zeal. and abhor the pollution of their blood.